So joining us is Janice Green. Without any further ado, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here.
Yes, thank you. And I'm so excited that we were able to do this because she's leaving next week. And I definitely wanted to be able to have her, live in studio. We had our first interview, or we've been speaking for about over a month and a half or so, communicating by text and phone. And then we finally was able to, do a video call last week and determine that she qualifies to be another recipient. And we're very happy to be able to be a part of her journey. And I told her I'm so happy that now, last recipient, she was in she just graduated from college, so we didn't have that much time with her, about I guess 3 or 4 months before she graduated. But I'm happy because you're a sophomore and now we're gonna have time to stay connected. And so tell us a little bit. So you're new to the show. This is your first time in the Reef at the studio. So tell our listeners a little bit about yourself.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Janice Green. I am an upcoming sophomore at Winston-Salem State University, majoring in social work. And yes, I love my school.
Okay, great. So what college? What high school did you graduate on, St. Croix?
I graduated from Barra Nation, of course, St. Croix Educational Complex.
My alma mater as well. So awesome. So I know, of course, you grew up in St. Croix. Who has been? Well, how did you choose your school? First of all, your college.
I chose my school because North Carolina itself, that state has always felt like home to me. My brother actually graduated from North Carolina Central University, which is about like 2 hours away from Winston-Salem. And I toured a couple schools in North Carolina, and Winston just felt like the best at home. It's a small oriented school and it feels like family. So that's why I chose Winston.
Perfect. And you'll be studying social work, as you mentioned. So what inspired you to choose that field?
So social work it's always been a debate between social work and psychology, mainly because I love working with people. I love the mind. I love studying the mind and just, like social. So I chose social work because mainly because of a family issue. And it just kind of motivated me to pursue a degree within that field and just go from there to support and help other people.
And you can always still incorporate psychology.
Yes.
With that, I think that's like psychology and sociology, social work is a good combination.
Right. Social work is basically to me, social work is basically like a combination of sociology and psychology. Right. And it's just more versatile in my opinion. So I went with social work.
All right, great. And so again, if you're just joining us, this is Janice Green. She's our newest recipient, college scholarship recipient from the Make It Happen Foundation, and it's all because of our sponsors from last year and those who attended our event. And so it's very appropriate and timely in regards to having her here, because our next event is at the end of this month, which is fast approaching. I can't believe it. So much still to do, but it is a TL for tuition golf benefit. It started last year. So Janice, this is a new endeavor for the foundation. She's learning more about it. I want to find out, how did you find out about the scholarship?
So the Make It Happen Foundation also promoted an ad on TV where my aunt saw it, and when I came down on island, I saw it as well, because when I'm in the States, I don't have access to like the local channels. So she shared it with me, and she's always been following up and was like, did you contact Miss Nykole? Miss Nykole has an amazing foundation. She heard about the events that she hosts and she's very familiar with her. So I was like, no, not yet. I was very busy in college. And when I came back, I was like, that is something that I definitely need to do and I would love to be a part of. So that's how I found out about Make It Happen on television.
Perfect. And then what was your next steps? So you found out about it. Your aunt told you about it. Then you saw it. And then what was your next steps?
So after that, I made the initiative to contact Miss Nykole, because on the ad itself, she did have her number promoted there. So I made an initiative to contact her. I texted and I emailed, I believe I did both. And I kept following up and I was like, hi, I reached out. I told her my name. I introduced myself.
All right. So, there was a parent that came to me and said that she her daughter had responded, and no feedback. But I did speak to her. I asked her what's her name because I'm very very involved. So I asked for the daughter's name, the student's name. They're going to college in Boston. And she gave me the name, and I said, "Oh yeah, I know her. I talked to her. I spoke to her. I sent a text. I followed up, and I never heard back." And I said specifically in a very nice way, it's like it is a responsibility, and I share with you. And this is just as a learning, as a something to learn as you grow. Is I told her, well, it is her responsibility to follow up. I did follow up. I sent a text. We log our communication with each student and in regards to the process. So when you look back, we can see the dates and whatever, how it all started and the progression and or lack thereof. And was following up with a couple of students. I kept wondering, well, what's going on? They're not responding to the text. They're not responding to the emails. And so she did say she was going to follow up with her daughter and let her know that she needs to, do her part, take an initiative. And I was like, yeah, it's their responsibility. Sometimes you get busy too, so it might if she and maybe like in this case, if you do send a request and you don't get something a response or communication, definitely do follow up and follow through, just like Janelle did. Let's see. So again, if you're just tuning in, we have Janelle Screen with us in studio. I'm going to see if I could fix this audio real quick. So we're going to take a break. And Janelle, she is our newest scholarship recipient, and it's all made happen because of the community. So again, we have to thank the community, and it's done through the Make It Happen Foundation, but because of the community. So I always want to bring it back to that. And our next event is August 22nd. Now, mind you, it has been so much. I have not been able to do any ads as yet, which is crazy, but I've been really busy with work. But the ad should go out this week. But I've been talking about this for months now, and the website has been out. You can go to makeithappenfoundation.com, and you will find out the information for the cocktail party as well as the golf benefit. August 22nd, we're having a cocktail party at the Caramello Golf Course or Golf Club. And then the next day, August 23rd, is going to be the golf benefit. We have many teams, so I'm very happy we're moving forward with that for the golf benefit. And we definitely encourage and invite the public to attend the cocktail party. All the proceeds goes towards the students. And as you can see, we have one in studio. We have one already. This is our newest recipient, and we have a lot of other requests. So it's only made possible for those who attend. Now, $75 for the cocktail party, and you get a drink, a specialty drink, as well as refreshments and entertainment. And it was a great time last year, so we're looking forward to having it again. And that's again on August 22nd at the Carambola Golf Club. And then August 23rd, we have the golf benefit. Go to makeithappenfoundation.org for more information. And so we're going to go take a break. Let me see if I can fix this audio. When we come back, we're going to learn more about Miss Janelle Green. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this short break. Okay, we're back. And you're listening to I'm Making It Happen with Nykole Tyson. And we have Janelle Green in studio with us. She is our newest scholarship recipient, attending Winston-Salem University. And hopefully we have our others fixed. And so I was mentioning before the break, we found out a little bit about her, how she chose Winston-Salem. She's going into her sophomore year, and she's studying social work, and it was inspired because of experiences that she's seen here in the territory. And the great thing about it is that Janelle at least wants to come back to St. Croix. So the individuals that we speak to, we always have the conversation. The students we speak to, we always have the conversation about returning home. So hopefully this assists with the brain drain, but her goal is to get her education. She is going to get her master's, and then she already has intentions to return home after that's complete. And she's been doing an internship locally and that entity is interested in her returning. So that probability is very high for her to return home, and she wants to give back to the community here with what she learns. So that is major, because we need more of us to come back after we leave. And we have also talked about, assisting in other ways, not just the scholarship, so that when she does return, it is, it will be at not fluent, but an easy way. I can't think of the word right now, but it's going to be an easy for her to transition back home, because I mean it is a process when you're home, when you're away and then come back. But once you have like a plan, I think it's much easier. And so tell us like what huh?
Your mic isn't on.
Your mic is on.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't hear you through the headset.
Oh, Lord, you fixed one thing and it's the next thing. Try that headset. I think I might have plugged out your headset. Can you hear me in that one? Okay, perfect. All right. So that's making it happen. It's always something. Okay. So what are, so I already mentioned some things already, but what was a defining moment? Well, you already said you're not going to into that, but what was there ever a time? Hold on. Let's see. So what's your experience been since you left? Like what has been the transition like going to college?
At first, I'll say it was kind of a hard transition because it's going from home, somewhere small, to somewhere big, I guess you can say, like the United States. And at first, it was kind of hard fitting in, but Winston is very welcoming, I'll say. So it felt like home going back to Winston-Salem itself. And yeah.
So what specifically did you feel that was, well, for me when I went to school, it was cold. And but also just I realized the mannerisms aren't the same.
Right.
So that was getting adjusted too. I thought everybody did what we did at first.
Say good morning.
Yeah.
And just regular mannerism. I'm walking into a room saying, hi, good morning. And everybody just watching me. I was like, okay.
They experienced that too.
Yes.
Okay. Like I think we all have like deja vu with that, but I think we need to be more discussed to tell our students what to expect.
Right.
So I don't know if to say, oh, when you go up there, don't walk into a room and say good morning,
Right.
but don't expect a response from
Basically.
everyone.
Yeah, because my mom says don't stop, because when you come back here and you don't do it, then that's a whole nother transition that you have to get back into. So, I try to keep my manners up there. And a lot of my friends, I feel like they're adjusting to like the Caribbean. Like they call themselves Caribbean now because I teach them certain stuff and they're used to it.
Okay, cool. What are some things that you've taught them?
Some of our quote unquote slang, our Crucian dialect. So they think at first they thought I was Jamaican. I know a lot of people encounter that. Like Caribbean, when they go away, they expect you to be from Jamaica. And I tell them, no, I'm from the Virgin Islands. So I teach them about that. I teach them about like, there's different islands within like the Caribbean. And yeah, so those are some stuff that I've taught them.
Yes, everybody thinks we're Jamaica. I think that's the only island they know, even though it's Jamaica, even though we are a U.S. territory. So it's a lot of education for them, and it's also ways for us to improve on in regards to our making aware that we exist for those, because they're going to all these other islands before they come to the U.S. Virgin Islands, where they need a passport, and they don't need a passport to come here. So that's something that definitely is always bizarre when I encounter people that I've never heard of the U.S. Virgin Islands. So how do you think your experiences so far will make you a better social worker in the future?
I believe like encountering it hands-on and like one-on-one, I feel like I know what I want for the betterment of the future, basically, I'll say. So my experience, with that being said, I feel like my experience would actually allow me to do better in general.
Like what? Like how for social work? So you have your experience here, your experience there. You said you had a personal experience that made you, want to give back. So what is your going to be a specialty? Social work with children, adults. Like, what is that? What are you looking at in regards to your major?
So my goals is to become an occupational therapist in the future. So pediatric, so with kids and working with kids, and
Okay, great. And so how do you what you did? She did a internship or had a trip to Costa Rica.
Yes, ma'am.
What was that like, and how is that contributes to your career?
So I had a trip. I studied abroad in Costa Rica for about a week with my school international program, and I was able to give back to their community. We were able to go to their orphanages and give back and give them school supplies, food, and just daily necessities. So that experience was able to like allow me to see more in depth, like a lot of people that experience the backhand of social work, I guess you can say, because a lot of social workers may not do their part. So with
They
experiencing,
don't do their part, really?
as in like a lot of,
No, go ahead. It's okay. Sure.
no, I mean like in general, like in Costa Rica, it's not a very
Right.
rich community. So when I say a lot of social workers don't do their part, I'll say like they do the best that they can, and maybe sometimes that wouldn't be enough for like kids down
Okay,
there.
great. So in regards to here in social work, what do you see that could be improved? And it's a safe space. I don't know if that's something you're just trying to think about now, or that you don't know if you want to share. But yeah, people talk about it and they call in all the time. So what do you think we can improve on? And that you're gonna
Communication. I'll say, to sum it up, I'll be honest. I feel like communication plays a big role with that.
Okay. What do you mean communication?
Staying in contact with the kids and just making sure you're following up when, there's situations, and yeah, following up and communication.
Okay. So with children that are in this, that are going or they're using social work services.
Right.
You're saying that staying consistent in the communication with the child is important.
Yes.
And that's where you feel that it needs to be filled. The
Yes,
gap
ma'am.
needs to be filled. Okay, great. And what have you seen, or that makes that seem important in regards to the communication?
I feel like a lot of the times when there are cases, there's like not follow-ups with that. So a lot of the times like things happen and then it's like, oops, and it's coulda, shoulda, woulda. So I do believe that's what.
So you're saying that in the consistent communication or involvement of the social worker will prevent some
certain
things.
situations.
Okay.
Yes.
Because they'll be aware and they could mitigate it.
Right.
Mitigate it.
It's avoidable, I believe, especially in our community. A lot of the cases are avoidable. So with communication and following up, I think we can do better.
I love that. See this? This is what we have to look forward to. This is our scholarship recipient, Janelis Green. She is studying social work and attending Winston-Salem University in North Carolina. And she's looking forward to filling the gap there and improving that service, which is okay. We need to know we need to improve in. And maybe those who's listening right now in the different in that occupation can note to themselves where they can, improve. And a lot of times maybe it's the caseload that they have, but also figuring out how to manage that better so that the services that they are hired to provide is getting to this child, and that's helping the child that's improved, because at the end of the day it's the health of the child, right? Okay. All right, so I love that conversation. And don't be afraid to express yourself. You're our community.
This is my second time on the radio. So.
Okay. But this is your first time talking as much, right? Yes. The first time was, what was that for?
It was for the SCEC cheerleading team when we placed second in Florida during our competition. So they had the captain speak out on our experience on behalf of the team.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I want you to be mindful. This is your community. This is our community, and we want the younger individuals, our young adults, to express yourself. Right. This is the reason why we go away so that we can, and we get this education so we can improve our community. So don't be afraid to express if it's something that we need to improve on, then we need to improve on it. And the thing
Right.
is that you're not just talking about it, you are doing something. You saw a need and you said, well, this is what I want to major in and I want to improve in that. And not just you want to, be in this career, but you want to come back.
And bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, and like right now she came back home, and this is again part of supporting the youth is she's already, been doing an internship locally at a business. And so this is the way, one of the ways that we continue, which our in the community will be able to reduce the brain drain, is that if we identify students that want to do certain things, I don't think to prevent them from leaving if they want to pursue it and it's not here, if they want to get extra experiences out, outside of here, but then having a way to get back to be a part of the community. And so Janelle Screen is one of our newest scholarship recipients, and she's doing just that. Let's see. And so, what has been your experience thus far with the Make It Happen Foundation? I'm gonna put myself on the spot. What has been your experience so far? Yeah, with the process.
So the Make It Happen Foundation has welcomed me with open arms. I'll say Miss Nykole Tyson is very welcoming and amazing. I've seen some of the initiatives that she has done, for example, as she said, that we have an upcoming event at the end of this month. And yeah.
Thank you. And my team, how's the team been with you?
The team is also very, very great. Mr. Ralph has been very helpful with communication. And
so I'm putting myself on the spot. So yeah, communication has been good. We've been working on that. So good. So I'm happy about that. And we're up to this point. And so we will be assisting you. She doesn't even know the parts, but we'll be assisting for 2 semesters. And we will let you, when we get off the air, because we had a whole list of all the things that she needs assistance with. It's broken down by 2 semesters, by semester. So we will be working with that. And again, we encourage the community to continue being a part of the process and the progress, because this is really, that's why I have the students come on, so that people see that it is actual. We are working to assist to provide support. It's not just only financial, which we have done, but it's also, in other areas, just being a guide and a support and a sounding board as well. And so we're looking forward to that. And then creating like I already woke up this morning thinking about it, of all these young women that have already been in contact within the Make It Happen Foundation and outside, and bringing everybody together where I think it will be a very virtually, where it would be a benefit to everyone,
right.
In regards to learning. Because there were some students that they're not students, but they're young women. And I heard one speaking like, she felt lost, but she's really young. And I was like, well, I'm going to, help mentor both of those individuals. But then I'm like, hey, everybody could come together and
connections.
Yeah, make connections and feed off each other and grow. So I think I'm just going to unite all of you together.
That'll be amazing.
And let's see how that works out. And I'm sure you'll all encourage each other. And so I look forward to doing that. We have a call, so we'll take it. Hold on. Okay, you're on the air. Thanks for calling.
Pleasant. Good morning. I would like to commend you, Nykole Tyson, and the scholarship recipient. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your call.
Is the tickets going to be an Eventbrite for the reception at Carambola?
I woke up this morning thinking about that. Maybe I should do that. But you can go straight to the website, makeithappenfoundation.org, and you could get your purchase your ticket there directly. Was wondering if I should do Eventbrite separately, but you can go on makeithappenfoundation.org.
Okay, thank you again.
Thank you.
And continue the good work.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's these calls and these support from the community that helps us continue. So I appreciate the call. Yes, so you can go to makeithappenfoundation.org. If you have any issues, please do call me. Make myself available. And that number is 857-575-2865. Again, 857-575-2865. if you have any issues. Yes. So I've been working on so many other things, and it's like the hairdresser and the person that does nails. Their hair isn't always done because they're taking care of everybody else's hair, and the nail technician's nails isn't really done because they're doing everybody else's nails. And so I do media marketing for my business as my this sole company, and so that's where my focus has been on my clients, and it's now working to get this event complete. We have a lot of things done. We just need to do the promotion, which is the biggest thing of people knowing about it. But again, the community, I've been talking about this for some months. So I hope that you all do show up and support. And I'm always I'm willing for help because I do need the help in getting some things complete. But yes, please do call me if you want to volunteer or provide any suggestions, and or if you have any issues with registering for the event. It is on August 22nd at the Carambola Golf Club from 5:30 to 9:30, and we look forward to so I'm getting some texts about people saying hold tickets. Yeah, we will be selling tickets. I will get them printed this week, and there will be tickets here at the Reef as well. And I will define some other locations, but definitely you can go online, and you can also, like I said, call me for tickets. But we will be selling tickets, and I will let you know of the locations. But definitely the Reef will have some tickets, and my goal is to have tickets here by today's Wednesday. By hopefully Friday, we'll have some tickets here. I will let Mr. Williams know to mention that on his show. So yes, so we had Janeli's Green in studio, and I want to mention our sponsors for this year. Hopefully I have this list. Hold on. Do I have the list? All right, send me the list, please, to my phone. But let me see if I can see this flyer. All right, I need to look at this because the flyer is too small. Let me look here. So I want to thank those for this year's, sponsors. VI Lottery. Thank you. Napa Auto Parts. VI Lottery Platinum, Napa Platinum, Cane Bay Partners Silver, Kirk and Leo Tuning Silver. Let's see, West Indian Company Silver, Indotech VI Silver, Bates Trucking Silver, Urban Foot Care Silver. These are packages or sponsors. Imaging Center is bronze. J Benton bronze. RT Park bronze. One Construction, Paradise Peak Builders, SMG LLC, Starlight Lounge, Reef Broadcasting, and CC1 Wine and Spirits, Coca-Cola, and Michelob. Hold on. You're in the air. Thanks for calling.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nykole, calling in from Maryland. Just wanted to congratulate your newest recipient, Ms. Green. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And wish you a successful college career and school year coming up. And I want to congratulate you too as well, Ms. Tyson, on your initiatives, on your efforts there to make it happen.
Thanks so much, and thanks for tuning in all the way from Maryland. How is it going in Maryland right now? How's the weather?
Yeah, it's a little rainy today, but it's a nice day. It's good.
It's getting into fall. The fall season.
I'm sorry?
I said it's getting into the fall season.
We're on the brink of some fall weather coming in within the next couple of weeks. So, but we just take it as it comes.
Yeah, and I appreciate you for tuning in and connecting, and not just tuning in and connecting, but taking the time to call. I'm sure you're very busy, so I appreciate you. And hopefully that you'll be able to participate in our event this year.
That is my plan. I'll keep you posted, and we'll see how things go.
Okay, perfect. Thanks so much. You can always go to makeithappenfoundation.org. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your call. Have a great day.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, that's awesome. Got a call all the way from Maryland. So, yeah, people listen. Like I said, I always say from the east to west coast, but I do appreciate when they take the time And so, yes, and it's all because of our community that helps me to continue, and those who, do provide support. It gives me the energy because it is a lot of work. But is I'm very happy to, to do so. And it's such a pleasure to connect with these students and to give back, to share my insight and the insights of the other individuals that we connect them with. And yeah, and you realize that, wow, it does make a difference, and you guys make a difference. So the community makes a difference. And so we couldn't have made this happen without our sponsors from last year. And the scholarship we're providing is off of our fundraising from last year as well. And so we appreciate those. So we could probably put those on the screen. Let me see if I could put it on the screen from last year. Yeah, so we had Cost You Less, West Indies Company, Bellows International. Let's see. Captain Morgan, High Noon. Of course, I'm Making It Happen at NT Media Productions. We had also the Office of the Governor, VI Lottery, Napa, Public Finance Authority. These are last year's Tourism Department, VI Industrial Services, J. Benton Construction, Bates Trucking, Bay Partners, VI, Flight of Will, The Buccaneer, Reef Broadcasting, Starlight Lounge, Carambola, Golf Club, WJKC radio stations, the Deep End Bar and Grill, the Fred, Tamarind Reef. And we had many, also we had Antillean Engineers, Vacation St. Croix, Regulated Waste Management, Alternative Real Estate, Jolly Rogers Teas, Avedon USA, VI, and many individuals that provide McChain Hammond Associates. These are all dollars provided. And then we had a lot of support from raffle individuals, which was like from, let's see, Allure Lingerie Boutique, Crucian Gold, Tropical Bracelet Factory, Latoya's Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works, Big Bear's Adventure. Kevin Williams Kevin Williams Jr. was a part of it. Lynn's Ascension Aerial Guardians of Culture, Mocha Jumbi's Teddy's, Catering, Stephanie Nelson Catering, Avedon, I already said, Sea Flight, Carlos Furniture, Cheeseburger in Paradise, Harper Prime, Restaurant Fire Dancers, Drinks by Queens, Mobby, Crucian Cake Queen. They wouldn't be a part of it again this year as well. Juicy Apparels, Pizza Marie, House of Printing, Best Home, Optimal Printing, Touche Restaurant, Exotic Sales Rentals, Balloon Galore, UVI Dance Group, and Liberty. These are from last year. So I have to mention where the funds came from for this for these scholarships right now. And we are working to make sure we can maintain by continuing having the fundraiser. And so again, we're going to say appreciation to those this year. Because of you, we're going to be able to provide more scholarships next year. It's going to be ongoing. And so we look forward to, everybody, coming out. It's going to be a great time. It's a very beautiful drive into the Carambola Golf Club. It's going to be Saturday, August 22nd. You can go to makeithappenfoundation.org to see what we did last year, and as well as to purchase your tickets. Many people did so last year. Makeithappenfoundation.org, or you can call me at 857-575-2865. Again, 857-575-2865. What do you have to say to those in the community in regards to, being a part of or supporting the Make It Happen Foundation in regards to providing scholarships?
I would like to say a big thank you to everyone and all of the sponsorships. I truly do appreciate it. And I would like you to know that not only are you investing into me, but you're investing into the betterment of our community itself. So thank you. And you're doing amazing work.
Yes, that is to the community.
And thank you to you again, Ms. Tyson. I do appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Yes, and it's all because of the community. So couldn't make it happen without them. And I'm just, just pushing the energy behind just making sure the funds get to where it needs to. And and it was inspired from a student from last year that had issues. And imagine just moving forward and talking about an issue and then people getting behind it. And this is where we are now. It wasn't in my cards initially that I thought anytime soon we will be doing something like this, but we are. And I'm pushing forward with that, with the help of the community. So again, we appreciate everyone that's going to come out. I'm on August 22nd. It's a time for me to also meet everyone that says to tune in. You know, I'm usually here to see you out and about, but definitely do come out. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have raffles, and you know, it's a unique experience. A lot of people loved it last year. They wanted me to do it again very quickly. It took a lot of energy, and I can't believe it's already a year. I'm still, you know, recouping from last year and trying to keep up for this year, but definitely we're going to make it happen, because that is the motto of the show. And please go to makeithappenfoundation.org, or do call me so we can definitely include you in either sponsorship, being part of, you know, being our guests, or playing the golf. So if you have experience in golf, definitely please do come out. We are looking for more teams to participate. And so as we wrap up, what advice would you give the other young people who may feel like their dreams are out of reach?
I would like to tell you guys that it's important to keep striving for what you want and never give up no matter what. A lot of people may get unmotivated and feel like they have no purpose, but trust God always has a purpose for you, and you're here for a reason. So strive for what you believe, strive for what you want in life, and you'll get very far.
Yes. And again, what was the one thing you told me? Do you remember?
It's very important to reach out. Very important to reach out.
And that will help you to
make it happen.
Yeah, see? I didn't even coach her. She told me that. I said I'm gonna put that part of my my tag. You know, she's like, it's from interacting with me and stuff, she realized that it's important to reach out to make it happen. I'm like, that is so true. And I always say the brand is I'm making it happen, but it doesn't mean that you do it by yourself. It actually doesn't. Making it happen, you need to have people and support at times. Might need to start by yourself, but then you garner the support of you know, from other people. You know, it might not be like them helping you per se involved in your work, but then it might be, you know, giving you a network or networking, or, you know, giving some advice or just giving you the encouragement. Like
words of wisdom,
right?
It goes a long way.
Definitely. So that was pretty cool. And I wrote it down. So I want to do a lightning round. This is my first time going to do this. It's a fun thing. Okay. You just choose one. I'm just going to ask you a question real quick and you choose. Okay. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
Okay. Favorite class so far?
My psychology class.
Okay. Favorite place you visited in Costa Rica?
That's a good question. Monteverde. I think it was called Monteverde.
Monteverde?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I gotta look that one up. One word that describes you?
Determined.
Awesome. One person who inspires you?
My mom.
And favorite motivational quote?
I can do all things through Christ.
Nice. And what's one thing on your bucket list?
One thing on my bucket list is to skydive.
Whoa. Oh, no.
Yes.
Okay. I know somebody locally they did. I'm not sure if it was away or here, but okay. She wants to skydive.
I do.
Nice. Okay, we learned some things. All right. Well, this has been Jalecia. Janiolise, because Jalecia was our first one. Right. But Janiolise Green. And she is a recipient of she's our newest scholarship recipient. She attends Winston-Salem University in North Carolina, and we are so happy to be a part of her journey. And she's a sophomore, going into her sophomore year. So this is really exciting. Now she's going to be teaching the freshmen, or being a guide to some of the freshmen, right? Yes. Mentor. So that's always cool, because now she's the upper class person, not the freshman anymore. So that's exciting. We look forward to you completing, this semester out very well, and we look forward to helping to support on behalf of the community.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for spending time with us today on I'm Making It Happen.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. I must say, when I realized she was leaving next week, I was like, oh my gosh, it would be great for you to be in person. And so we will be tracking her as she, throughout the year. And as I mentioned, she's one of our turtles. So I think I'm going to put it in the branding is a turtles, because I think of us as kids when we leave, and I was a kid when I left, as that we're all little turtles.
Leaving the nest.
Yes, you're leaving the nest and you're all going out into the big world, all these small turtles, right? Yes. And you're going to be fighting off or, encountering so many different things. And so these are our baby turtles. She's one of our turtles, and but then she's gonna come back. She's gonna hone herself back, just like the leatherbacks do.
Yeah.
Every year they know to come back and nest. So that's what we want our turtles to do, our young children to do, is to go out there, make it happen, and come back with all the knowledge. And so your story is a reminder that hard work, determination, and the support of our caring community can truly change lives. And on behalf of the Make It Happen Foundation, we are incredibly proud to have you as one of our scholarship recipients, and we can't wait to watch all that you will be accomplishing. And to our listeners, if you'd like to help us continue changing lives and supporting our students through scholarships, mentorships, vocational training, and trade certifications, we invite you to support the Make It Happen Foundation. Please do go to makeithappenfoundation.org or call 857-575-2865. Every contribution helps create opportunities for another Virgin Islands student. Somebody heard me talking about this in the bakery to one of the owners, and they was like, "Oh, it's for students," and they gave me $5. I was like, "Okay." So you can actually go on and say, "I said, well, what's your name?" They didn't want to give me their name. They want, all right. So anything, we take that and I put it in the account, so that adds up, right? With Mario say one fill up basket, all right. So definitely nothing is too small. Every contribution helps. And don't forget our second annual TR for Tuition benefit takes place August 22nd and 23rd at the Carambola Golf Club. It's going to be an incredible weekend, and we'd love for you to join us. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be fun, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy yourself. Please go to makeithappenfoundation.org. And again, you can call 857-575-2865. Until next time, remember, your circumstances do not define your future, and your determination, your faith, and your willingness to keep moving forward is what makes it happen. Keep believing and keep growing. And, I always say, keep making it happen. So thank you for joining me today on I'm Making It Happen with Exception Yours, Nykole Tyson. We will be joyfully sending off with her parents, Janelle Elise Green, back to school to complete her studies for this semester and make it happen and keep growing. So she will be returning at some point. Have an amazing rest of the day and the week. We'll connect. Anything you want to say before we close?
Thank you again. And a big shout out to the person that donated the $5.
Right? Exactly. Everybody is important.
Right.
Okay. Can't even tell you his name, but he was like, look, I'm just going to give it, and he gone. So
every and anything counts.
Yes. So. And it's going. And because of that, we were able to help students, and we look forward to helping many more. So have an amazing rest of the day and the week. We'll connect again on next week, Wednesday, from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. If nobody told you today, you can make it happen. I want to say another shout out to our sponsors this year, because I said I would say it twice. So via lottery, Napa, K-Bay Partners, Kirk and Leah Tuning, West Indian Company, Indotech VI, Bates Truckin', Urban Foot Care, Imaging Center, J. Benton Construction, the RT Park, One Construction LLC, Paradise Peak Builders, SMG LLC, Starlight Lounge Rebroadcasting, and CC1 Wine and Spirits, Coca-Cola, and Ultra. Ultra, I think Michelob. Yes, Michelob Ultra. All right. And so thank you so much. And of course, NT Media and I'm Making It Happen. Those are our sponsors for this year's event. We're still requesting sponsors and support and volunteers. So please do go to makeithappenfoundation.org or call 857-575-2865. Again, 857-575-2865. I had people call me last week saying I said it too fast. So have an amazing rest of the day and the week. We'll connect again on next week, Wednesday, from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. If nobody told you, you can make it happen. And as always, as you know, if you don't see something happening, create it. Be the change. And until next time, keep thinking outside the box, coloring outside the lines. I remember, it's about you, me, we. So make it happen.